All the way down to introduce everybody down to my right.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Tom Jackson, who you've all met. Ryan Vangel. Angelo Ellerbee. Nona Hendricks. And Ken Brass, who's faculty, who plenty of you know. And Pam will be here in probably in a few minutes here. So this is a panel on arts development. And we have experts in all different fields of arts development. So what I'm going to do is have them introduce themselves, tell a little about what they've done, and start there. So we'll start way at the end. Ken, you want to?
Let me help you. A little technique. Speak into the mic.
I don't. They can hear me. So Ken, you want to start it off?
No, but I will since you've already put me out there. So I think I know a lot of people in the room. I'm Ken Brass, Chair of Professional Music Department. About a fourth of you, 10% of you are probably professional music majors according to the statistics here at the school. So at some point you're going to have to encounter me if you haven't already. I've done everything from Bach to rock, if you will. Started playing way back when I was too little to play and strayed away from it because that's what my mom wanted. Can't do what mom wants.
Nona, want to tell us a little about you? I saw you perform in San Francisco with LaBelle, by the way. So,
Good.
way back in the
way
day.
back in the day, yes.
Yeah, when the record was actually a hit record, yes. And that's a few years ago.
Great. I'm Nona Hendricks, and I'm an artist, is what I am. But I have spent time running a record label, which was truly an education. And I was a part of a girl group, doing the girl group period around the Supremes, post the Shirelles, and the group was called the Bluebells. We morphed into Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. Patti LaBelle was a member of the Bluebells, and then we changed to LaBelle in the 70s, and have had top 10 records, #1 selling records, million selling records over time, and then solo artists post LaBelle, and have had top 10 records and toured the world, performed with people from Otis Redding, James Brown, to The Who, to Peter Gabriel, to endless, even back to someone like Dinah Washington and Brooke Benton. Played the Apollo Theater so many times I can't remember. One of the toughest audiences in the world, when it was the real Apollo Theater, not the one on television. And performed and worked with just a host of artists, and my education was on the road. We didn't have a Berklee or many of the institutions and some of the places where I teach at the moment. I learned from those who were doing, and that is has always been my credo, is you learn by doing. And so that is who I am, that is where I come from, and I continue to perform to this day. And I now teach what it is that I know.
Thank you. Angelo. We could pick up where we left off last night.
Yeah, right. I want to first say to you all, it's my pleasure to be here in front of you. As an educator, I hope that I'm a stimulator with regards to artist development. Artist development is very important to me, and I think it will become very important to you. I'm into the development of an artist. And before an artist says that he or she is an artist, I want them to know about the who, the whats, the whens, the wheres, and the whys, and then make a commitment to themselves. Make a commitment to understand that this is what you want to do. And I want you to know and walk away with the fact that this is not a part-time job. I've worked with Mary J. Blige. I managed DMX for 5 years. My list is continuous. I celebrate now 36 years in doing what I'm doing. But I followed Berry Gordy. I'm a realist. And you're going to find that today. I am not for no nonsense. I get paid very well for what I do. So when you walk into my office, you need to walk in there correct and understand that I'm committed. And if I'm committed, I want you to be committed. It's not a part-time job. I want you to understand that you have to have the commitment to win. I claim my victory, and the battle was won. I'm not going to take my mother and my father's money and go to an institution like this and then bow out. I claim victory. The battle has been won. And that's what I want to make sure that I get here today. I understand that you all may have your particular areas of concentration as it relates to singing and all the other things. But you gotta be committed first with yourself. I tell people every single day that I'm romantically in love with Angelo Ellerbee. I love me some me. Because if I love me some me, I can love you a little bit better. I can want the best for you. But if you ain't in love with you, I don't want to be bothered with you. Because that means that you're not committed. Not to this university, this school, or to yourself. You got to really understand what it is about staying power. It's not important about winning every race. It's just important that you stay in the race, and eventually you would win. Everybody has his or her time to win. But in the same energy that it takes for you to apply yourself to it, stay there. Don't fall out because it's a little difficult in your challenge. So what I do is real artist development. I created a 24-week artist development course that teaches and educates you about the awareness of longevity. We have one-hit wonders today. We don't have the Nona Hendrix of today that can still work, that spells out longevity. Not the ones that's hitting one song and going away and you say, whatever happened to? It's diction, it's speech, it's mannerisms, it's learning how to walk, it's learning how to talk, all those things that and then it's the business of music that you need to learn. A lot of us don't have staying power because we don't know what it is to stay. We don't know about publishing, we don't know about splits, we don't know about anything, but yet we're artists, we're a star. And I always tell people, take that word star and spell it backwards. That's not what I created. So it's like, if you're going to be committed, you're going to come to school, you're going to do what you do in school, you got to be committed to you. Not necessarily to the talent of what you do. You got that. Now let's get into the business called the music industry.
All right, Ryan, try to follow that one, will you?
I know. How do I follow that one?
Yeah, so there's a few questions that we have, and when Pam gets here, we're going to kind of break it up, go back and forth and back, if she ever gets here, hopefully. So the first question, though, is for all of you, and we can go down the line here, on what is your role in the development of artists today? What do you see your role as?
Chris Brown is a good answer for me.
Yeah.
The lack of artist development.
Right.
He's
No,
his
no.
front person.
Yeah.
And I want my children, and I want the people in this room to follow Chris Brown off the stage, buddy. Kanye West, off the stage, buddy. Because you did not take the time to develop yourself. That's where the lack of education in the record industry is today. You have to educate people about simple things like an interview. Like an interview. You kill your whole career because what comes out of your mouth is dumbness, stupidity.
Well, dumb sells.
But you know what? But I'm not buying dumb. I'm not buying dumb. I'm buying longevity. Because when you buy dumb, you get dumb, and you get dumber as you go along. I'm not buying dumb from anyone. The clear thing for me is that there is a lack of artist development.
Big time.
It is such a lack. And what Tom was saying in the beginning stages in a record company, it was no artist development. It was product development. They cared just about developing that product. They didn't care about how you spoke and how you walked and how you sat at a table. You know, we don't have conference rooms and we don't come inside of record companies anymore discussing the deal. We go inside of dinner halls, we go inside of restaurants, and we meet and greet our CEOs there. We want to know about mannerisms. We want to know what to say and what not to say. We want to know how to treat people because our fans, the fans pays the bills. And you have to know how to treat them. You can't be insulting to them. And I would not want my child to follow a Chris Brown. If Chris Brown is supposed to be the person that my child is then you know what? I can't buy that record because you can't handle your success. You don't know how to handle success. And I just don't blame Chris Brown. I blame his management. I blame his mother.
No, yeah.
Everybody wants to be accusatory. Well, he didn't know any better. Okay, so here you go. You're on stage at the MTV Awards, and you say, you know, I don't think you should get that award. That's Beyonce. You are off the meter. You're off. You're out.
It helped my girl.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. But it set my community 5 million miles behind. So, my thing is this. It is not a part-time job. It's a full-time job. Do your job as a mother. Do your job as a manager. You take that 20%, you need to work for it. And you need to say, keep your mouth closed or say no comments if you don't know what you're talking about. So when you guys go to watch that and you get your chance of opportunity to go out there and get your fans, and you know you did something wrong and you never dealt with answering the questions a year ago, here's the opportunity, and I don't want to talk about it. And then you go throw something out the window that could have killed somebody that just killed your career all over again. You got to think about it. It's not a part-time job.
What traits do you look for in an artist at the beginning when you're just looking to work with an artist? Whether it's the recordings, the live show, the persona, the online presence, how, for artists that you want to work with, how important are all those pieces and what other pieces you're looking at? So.
I think what I look for, first of all, is talent. I mean, that is really the bottom line, not just talent, but something that, and it's subjective, and something that speaks to me. I mean, there's some talent that can't be denied, whether it's somebody playing an accordion, or whether it's a singing, and I think Tom spoke about it earlier, saying the style, and also if it's a voice, if it's an individual voice. It's not about my hearing somebody who is the 100th or 300th person who sounds like Mariah Carey or, Beyonce.
I'm not a judge and jury on talent. I've never sold a record, but I have so much talent in my career. If someone says to me that they want to sing and I don't think that they're the best singer, then I want to instruct them and I want to put them with the right people. I'm not going to sit back and say that you can't be a singer. It's not my right. But what I can do is say, you need to go see Ken Hicks, which is a vocal coach. And if I find that their stage presence is just not right, then I want to take you to see a choreographer and tell you to take some dance classes. I'm not judge and jury over your career. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to tell you what it is that you need to do. You need to perfect your talent, get your talent in order, make the commitment. Let's see the commitment. Let's see you go into these classes, get it in order, because everybody is not Mariah Carey, and everyone is not Miles Davis, and everyone is just not. But I think given a chance, and I think everyone on the face of God's earth deserves to get a chance. Get a chance. Stay in the race, win. Don't shut the door. I'm not shutting the door on no one. I'm going to give you an opportunity because you are giving yourself that opportunity to get better, to stay in the game. I can't be your judge and jury. You're your judge and jury. That's how I look for talent. I just want to add something. I don't know if you guys watch American Idol a lot, but it was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. There's a little Oriental guy who got up and sung, and everybody laughed. Oh, you would know. Oh, he's the worst. Oh, William Hung. Oh, boy. And I said, wow, he really needs some development. But you know what? He believed in himself. He didn't need one of you all to believe in him. He went out and sold 3 million records because he believed in him. We can't be judge and jury. Now, you may ask yourself, where is he at today? That's neither here nor there. They told him no, and he told himself yes. Tell yourself yes.